Hey everybody, and welcome to the PlantStock channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jesse, and today we're going to focus on Beyond Meat. We've been waiting for this for quite some time. We know that it just started rolling out to different McDonald's around the world in a really slow pace, but we have been waiting for the big one, which is obviously the US. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you do so, and don't forget that bell button if you are interested in companies like Beyond Meat, the very good food company, and Tattoo Chef, to name a few. And as always, I would also appreciate an early thumbs up to help spread this video to more people. And as always, if you are interested in joining my free Discord channel that focuses on these plant-based companies, but also other companies out there, then make sure to take a look in the description if you want to be part of it. It's a great group. We're reaching 150 people soon. So if we take a quick look at the stock chart, ticker symbol BYND, we can see that the company is up now around 1.5%. It was actually up to around 4 or 5% just an hour ago, but it has started to drop off at the moment. But it could be that it's gone up at least because of this good news that just came out. And the good news that we have is that McDonald's is testing the McPlant burger, which is created by Beyond Meat, at 8 restaurants now next month. So what does this actually mean? Well, first of all, where is it going to be? It's going to be in Texas first, in the Carrollton, Cedar Falls, and then in Iowa, Jennings, Louisiana, Lake Charles, and it's going to be in El Segundo, California, and Manhattan Beach. And this is the beginning, obviously. We don't know if it's going to be more, but it's quite certain it's going to be more. They're just trying to actually start rolling these out in a calm fashion, which is typically for McDonald's. And as we know that this is a partnership that is going to be about 3 years, and I would say it is basically just begun. And as they've noticed here, it is that they already started doing this slowly in some countries in Europe. They're talking about Denmark, Sweden, Austria, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom, guys. And if you didn't know, if I understand it correctly, just yesterday, they actually rolled it out in the UK, also in a slow mode, but at 250 places. And according to the people in my Discord, they're loving the product. It tastes good, and it's a reasonable price. So that's what we want to hear too, right? So we know that more people are going to be interested in this product. And this is also something that the street mentioned. As you know, I think Jim Cramer is bullish on the company. So obviously they mentioned this too, and they're mentioning that they also have the PepsiCo deal going on. They have the Yum Brands deal. And again, this is on an international scale with all of these guys. But I wanted to find out some other information too for you regarding what kind of serving is going to be in the US. And it seems if we take a look at restaurant business, they're bringing it to the US as we know. But unfortunately, it might not be a negative thing for those who love meat and dairy. It seems in the US right now, it's not going to be a vegan version. As it states here, quote, McPlant is not a vegan burger, at least in the US. We know, folks, that it was supposed to be that in several European countries anyhow. Here is the company will be preparing the product on the same grills as it makes Quarter Pounders and Big Macs. The cheese and mayo are also not vegan. The product is geared toward meat-eating customers who want to consume more plant-based meals, a substantially larger portion of the population than vegetarians or vegans. Now, for most of you, this should not be a shock because, as we know, Beyond Meat is not targeting the vegan population. They're targeting the $1.4 trillion meat industry, the meat lovers out there. And I think it's a smart move in many ways because that's where we see the changes happen, right? Not only of those who are already convinced that plant-based living is the best for them, not only for their health, but for the planet as well. But for those people who are interested in maybe tapering down when it comes to meat and trying something new, and they'll definitely have an opportunity here, right? And I think with time, as this gets more popular in the US as well, I do imagine that they'll do like in Europe, that they'll probably have a total vegan version. So I'm not worried about that. As a state here too, that we don't know exactly what's going to happen after this, because this is just a testing period, right, to see what happens. But as the company, I think McDonald's states here, you'll have to stay tuned for future McPlant availability updates coming out of our test. We can't share that secret sauce just yet. So, but again, good news, definitely. This is what we want to see. We want to see it expand into the US, because that will be a much bigger deal in the long run. And again, guys, if we take a look at McDonald's, in the US alone, I think they have about 18,000 restaurants. So this is 8 places out of 18,000. So expansion mode here is incredible. And if we take a look at how many restaurants they have worldwide, it's actually up around 38,000. This is as of 2018. So closer to 40,000 places, right? And the incredible thing here is that they actually employ about 1.9 million people. Privately, when it comes to franchise, it's 1.7 million, and not privately is 200,000. So together, as it states here, about 1.9 million people, right? So that's incredible that you get a deal with a business that is that large, right? So again, just to remind you, this is a 3-year partnership. This is just the beginning. This is a slow rollout. I imagine that we're going to be at a lot more McDonald's restaurants in the next year or so. And it stands to reason that McDonald's knows what's going on around the world, right? They know the paradigm shift. They know people are more interested in eating more healthily and eating more for the sustainability of the planet, right? So why wouldn't this be a thing that they want to have in more of the restaurants? Yes, it's a 3-year partnership, and a lot can happen, obviously, with Beyond Meat during that time. I'm guessing that a lot of other bigger companies out there are going to be interested, right? But I have a hard time believing that after those 2 years, McDonald's is going to say, okay, bye-bye, we don't need you anymore. So, and I think I've stated this many occasions, right? Because there's a lot of worries out there, again, with legacy meat industry companies, right? Like Tyson Foods and Conagra and companies like that, that with their kind of capital, right, they can move into this business even more, the plant-based business, if they want it, with their distribution and so on. And the thing is, well, they're super large already now, right? And they have had actually plant-based versions for quite some time. Yet you don't see McDonald's making deals with them, right? Even though they're much larger than Beyond Meat, why are they making deals with Beyond Meat? A quite small company in comparison. And the very simple reason is that this is Beyond Meat's expertise, right? There are no other better products out there. Maybe a comparison would be impossible, but there are other issues there when it comes to using GMOs and actually using soy products, right? Which is something that disturbs a lot of people out there. So again, this is an excellent opportunity for Beyond Meat to keep expanding, keep getting a higher revenue in the years to come. I think this is excellent news. And again, we're talking about 40,000 restaurants worldwide. I mean, I imagine that there's a possibility that they could reach most of them with time. Maybe not during these 3 years, but with time. If McDonald's have the perfect product, right? If they have a product that is superior to other companies' products, why would they stop having a deal with them? All right, folks, that was it for today. I truly hope you got a lot of value from today's video. And if you did, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to keep getting more information regarding Beyond Meat, Tattoo Chef, Oatly, the very good food company, to name a few, make sure to subscribe and don't forget that bell button. And again, if you are interested in being part of a great community talking about these companies, take a look in the description and join our free Discord channel. Thank you, folks. I truly appreciate your help. And as always, this was not financial advice. These were just my own thoughts and opinions. It's important to do your own due diligence and invest safe. Have a great Thursday, folks. Hope to see you soon, and peace out.